Knowing what I know now, if I should ever make it to the roll credits with my future child, I will have this long talk with them about how you should not give up your entire life, your entire dreams for a crush. I am Voke. Welcome to On Screen with Voke. I started this series where I am watching all Disney princesses for the first time. Actually, I was not exposed to these movies while growing up. So now that I'm older, I decided to make it my life's mission to know what the entire force is about, if I can say that. I was also to understand why these princesses and these stories are such cultural phenomenons. I even made a playlist for you. You can check that out as well. We've done Princess Tiana, that's the Princess and the Frog. Also, the controversial Pocahontas. Now we're talking about Ariel. Ariel is King Triton's daughter. They live under the sea as mermaids do, a mythical creature as mermaids. But Ariel is so fascinated by the world that humans live in. She wants to have legs. She wants to explore. She just wants to know what it means living above the sea. And her father tried every means possible to keep her in check. But when she meets the Prince Eric, nothing is going to stop her. Nothing at all. So much so that she actually went to seek the help of a banished witch, that's Ursula. And Ursula told her that, okay, if you want legs, it comes at a price. You have to lose your voice. And if you go up to the land and you meet Prince Eric, you have to make him kiss you in under 3 days, or else your soul will belong to me. This girl, even though she was pressured by Ursula, who has this personal beef or personal vengeance in her mind for Ariel's dad, she gives up everything without batting an eye. She just gives up her voice because she even likes to sing. She gives up her voice, and now she's on land. She's trying to make the prince fall in love with her. Yes, this movie was created in 1989, and it's also been said to be one of those movies that it was a turning point for Disney. Disney animation was in a major slump when this movie was created. They needed something new, they needed something fresh that would resuscitate the company, and that's when the Little Mermaid was created. And people liked it because it was something different. We have this rebellious princess, and also introduced the Broadway theatrical style of singing. Moving on, I think that this story is very problematic. Even the premise alone is problematic. And the themes, oh, don't get me started on the themes. First of all, the rebellion. There's a fine line between being decisive and just being a silly rebel. And that's what Ariel was in this movie. Ariel just wanted to go up. Why are you going up? I don't know. I understand that when you are 16, because Ariel is said to be 16 in this movie, when you're 16, you feel the world so strongly. Everything is just times the volume of everything is times 100. So when your father is saying you don't do this, you feel like, oh my God, this is the worst that can ever happen to me. So to me, this movie can make kids think that, oh, they know it all and they will not be able to do well under authority, which is the authority of their parents. Because kids need guidance, like I said earlier. When you're 16, you think that the world is your oyster. You think that you have it all. You think that you know it all. But you're looking back and you're saying, okay, when I was 16, I was actually very silly. Why did my parents allow me to do this? Or, okay, what was I thinking? Because that's what happens when you are a human being. You are growing, you are unlearning things. And so Ariel's rebellion was just very basic. And her father was right, trying to keep her in check. Because you can get hurt. A lot of things can happen. But they just try to make it seem like, oh, this girl wants to explore. Explore what? It's not like she said she had desire to learn anything. She just wants to have legs and just be above and explore. I also think that the father at the end just succumbing to what Ariel is doing, it was kind of disturbing to me because I didn't like the fact that the father just at the end, oh, he just had to accept the prince and everything and move on. It tells a message that, okay, once you want something, you go for it. But it's not that go for it in a good way. It's just something very silly. And now the father is like this authority that had to be to bow under pressure. And that's not something that children should really think about their parents. Parents are not perfect, but at the same time, I just think that that was problematic in my lenses. Then the ultimate problematic theme, everybody talks about this, how Ariel decided to just give up her voice because of a man she doesn't know, a man that doesn't know her. And when her father was confronting her about this, she was already crying and screaming that she loves this person. I don't see how that is not problematic, because there's something called rejection in this word. And if there's yes, attraction is fine, but you don't just jump in and say, "Oh, I love this person." It was weird. The entire metaphor, losing your voice, is just everything, and you're just slapped over like it's nothing. That oh, they just tried to play it as something that was dark. What voice here signified a lot of things. That was choice. That was losing your friends, your family, for a man, basically, just to be a princess or a queen in a castle. I don't see how that is not problematic at all. It is very problematic, and I don't think that a movie like this is going to fly in present times. And some people might say, "Oh, because the woke generation," in quotes. But I just think that some stories don't make any sense. So where does that leave me and my thoughts on this entire movie or something? I had a fun time watching it. It was funny. The times I giggled, especially Sebastian's part, the Jamaican accent. I think that's a Jamaican accent. I think so. It was just funny. There were funny lines, and Ariel just being this unhinged fellow was funny, and some of his singing was it's catchy. Even before watching the movie, I didn't know some of the songs. Like "I Wanna Be Where the People Are." Is that the title of a song? I don't remember, but yeah, I like that song. Then I also liked "Under the Sea." Under the Sea. I've always known that song, funny enough, because that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you cannot just escape it. Disney is everywhere. So even though you're not exposed to it at home, your friends know it. Everybody knows about Ariel. So I already know, okay, the Little Mermaid. I just put it back on my mind that, okay, maybe one day I'll get to watch it, and I finally did. But it turned out to be a problematic story. I'll give it 2 out of 5 in my rating. And let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to subject your child, your future child, or if you have a child right now, are you going to subject them to watching Little Mermaid, or it's a big no-no for you? I'm also going to be watching the 2023 version with Haley Bailey. I already even started it because while I was watching the 1989 version, I was already saying, okay, I would love to see how Haley or Harley interpreted this role. I wanted to hear her voice singing, and so far I'm an hour in, and so far I'm noticing some discrepancies, some changes already in the 2023 version, and I'm already loving it so far. So watch out for my review for that one. I know I do not watch the live remakes because I just think, okay, let me watch the classics and know what it's all about. But I was just really drawn to watching the live remake. Is it live remake? Anyway, the human being version, the Halle Bailey version, and the live action. Okay, my sister's question, like the live action version. So I don't normally bother myself to do those, but because it's Halle, I decided to watch it, and I am enjoying it so far. And I've seen the entire force about the she being dark skinned. We'll talk about that in my other videos. So you should definitely stick around, subscribe to this channel, like this video. You know the vibes, you know the drill. And if you are a recurring, I want to say customer. That's also silly. If you're a recurring subscriber, thank you. Namaste. Anyway, it's a sunny day out here in Nigeria, and yeah, goodbye.